Oh, look at it!
Oh, look at it! Liquid gold.
And welcome back to another video. This week, instead of not stock, I know he's gonna like this, I'm gonna be doing wheel bearings. We were gonna do another not stock episode. We're planning on going out to the BP hills, but it all backfired as soon as I realised there was water scattered throughout all my bearings. The diff housings were over full. I opened the breather and they just poured out with water. So yeah, we're gonna be working on wheel bearings instead. 100% true. Cruisers do wheel bearings. I'm pretty sure every other four-wheel drive does wheel bearings as well. Patrols, fucking Hiluxes, they all probably do wheel bearings. I've just never owned a Hilux. Now this is a wheel bearing, this is the big one, this is the little one. There's nothing wrong with these. I don't know why I've got them in a bag. They were just laying around the house. I got a set here. There's like 9 sitting in my back shed. I don't know where they come from. They just appeared.
What is sockets?
Alright, so in this clip we're removing the gear stick cover because we're going to get to the, basically underneath there's a little bush, and we pulled it apart and replaced it because we're trying to figure out why it keeps falling out of second and reverse. And here we are pulling the cap off. I don't know what these are, I've never seen them before. It's a spring. And then when he pulls the stick out, there's a little plastic ball under there that we replaced. There it is. And yeah, we just ripped it off, put a brand new one on. There's nothing wrong with the old one, so I still don't know what's wrong with my gear stick.
I worked in a dealership for a short month.
A short month?
Yeah. Finally. What do we got behind? Fucking box number.
Door number 1.
Door number 1. Get on the fucking road with the camera first.
Oh, look at it!
Oh, look at it! Liquid gold. That shit's fucked.
Oh, yum! Fucking yum!
Alright, so just a quick update to what's going on is I was originally just going to pull the bearings out, repack them, clean them all up, but halfway through doing that I realised that either one of the bearings was rusted out, or the cone for the bearing was fucked. So I'm putting all new bearings in the front. I'll pull it back out, that'll probably be full of water as well, but I know the front's going to have water in it because the axle seals are all stuffed and I haven't redone the swivel hubs yet. And the diff center, for the diff center there's a gasket glue. We didn't have a gasket at the time, and it's been pulled off 2-3 times and there was no gasket glue reapplied, so I get water in through there and then runs out the axle seals into the bearings.
Chasing after that dollar like it'll slow down my hurry. Settle all my worries when I get it in my wallet. Quit dipping long enough to own a pair of jeans that don't have a ring in the back left pocket. Laughing at myself, admitting when I'm wrong. That's what this good old boy's gonna go out working on. Working on coming to Jesus, kicking the bottle, wrestling with our roots. Trying to turn off mama's tears and fill our daddy's boots. Shutting up our pride, fixing bridges we burned. Learning how to live and learn. Keeping our demons down and our trucks up and running. Loving them angels sitting pretty in the middle.
Right, so here I'm just removing the cover. It's got the selector on it. That's a weird freewheeling hub that I bought in Rotterdam. Because I had a broken CV and was actually destroying the housings for the freewheeling hubs. So I ended up picking up those. Oh, these ones here were cheap. They were about $300. Now I'm removing all the studs, which are now 12.9 grade high tensile hex bolts. And now we're just removing the tabs away from the lock nut for the bearings. There's two nuts, there's a lock nut, then there's a washer, the star washer, and then there's a nut that actually presses up against the washer to squeeze the bearings to the correct preload. Which in my case is just, I just tighten it up until there's just no play out of it, and then yeah, I don't know much about preloads or anything, I just do them up and I don't have any issues. Now as you see there, I use the hammer to loosen the nut off, and then I use the tool. It's just, that's how I was taught with a screwdriver and a hammer. I don't know any different. And then I'm undoing the back bolts for the caliper, because you got to remove the caliper obviously to get the hub off, because the rotor is on the front. Obviously the rotor is attached to the hub. On the rear, the rotor is separate from the hub, but you still got to remove. Yeah, it's all the same shit, different colour. And now I'm removing the now here I'm removing the hub, pulling the whole lot off. Got to pull the little washer out first, a bit fiddly. What I like to do is I pull the hub out, so the front bearing and the washer comes loose, and then you see me there pushing it back in so I can get the small bearing out. Because instead of pulling it all off one hit, I've noticed a lot of times you end up dropping it. And because I was replacing these, you wouldn't really, if you're replacing them, you wouldn't normally take that much care in the old bearings, but I was actually going to try and clean them up.
Look at that.
You can see me there cleaning that up with diesel. No lighters in this area now. The truck is now a potential fire. Now here I am bashing out the cone, the old cones, because when you use new bearings you got to use the new cones as well. I don't know why, but that's just how you're going to do it. I just do it anyway. Now I use the old cone to knock the new one in. That's just a little tip I worked out for myself. Makes it so much easier. And then you just use the screwdriver to give it a home run. I sped this up to about 300% because it's just so boring and it's so time consuming trying to knock all the cones in and that. It takes far too long. I really need that the special tool that you use. You just bash the middle of the tool to get the cone in to seat correctly. It's a lot easier than hitting it with a screwdriver. And then doing the same on the other one, smashing the small one in. Now we're on the back, bashing the big cone in. You get it started, obviously, and then you get your old cone, and you put it backwards. You don't put it in the same way. You put it in opposite because it gets stuck if you go in the other way. Then we got old Rooster packing the bearings. I don't trust the way he's packing them, but I packed a couple of them, so it's all good to know, even it out. But we've done it a million times. You should know what we're doing by now. Now we're putting the I put it in the wrong way first there. We're putting in the axle seal, no, the stud seal. I don't know. It doesn't look like it's going to do much. There's no real way to seal up a hub on the inside of it. And here I am lubing up the stub. I always like to put a decent amount of grease on there. Then sliding the hub on. I always keep the small bearing out, and then I put it in once it's on, just so you don't end up hitting the small bearing with the axle and the stub. And then I've put the cone washer in. I skipped forward because you couldn't see anything. That there is the main nut put in. And yeah, that's it. Wheels on. I didn't get any more footage after that because the batteries went flat on the camera. Alright, thanks for watching. The next video I'm going to release is most likely not going to be another not stock episode. I'm actually heading to Perth to get the shackle reversion kit done by the same person who did my bar work. So I'm going to go in there and get him to chop it all apart and weld on the new stuff. So that'll probably be the next video, but if I'm back from Perth in time, hopefully we'll head out to the BP Hill and make a whole lot of mess out there. Just like try and break an axle or some shit, something cool or something. But yeah, thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.